Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Odette Stone, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my surgeries and the things that I want to get done. I also got to go to a doctor's consultation to speak with a plastic surgeon about these, and yeah, let's get into it. So if you're new to my channel, I am a transgender female. We'll let that sit in. Just take a moment, pause. Yes, this beautiful person is a lady with an Adam's apple. Get over it. And so I'm a male to female transgender person, and I went to my consultation last Friday. Last Friday was my doctor's consultation, and I got to talk to him about 3 different surgeries, which was an orchiectomy, breast augmentation, and liposuction / fat graft. And we're going to talk about those in the order of what I want first to what's coming down later, later down the line when I get the money. Right now I got the money for all of that. So first of all, let's talk about an orchiectomy. An orchiectomy is the fancy term for castration or removal of the testicles. And what that is going to do for you as a trans person is it's going to completely eradicate testosterone in your body. It's also going to make it to where you can't have children anymore. So think long and hard before you do this, just in case if you haven't, done the whole sperm banking and done all that. If you want biological children, I mentioned in my 7-month update that it's not that big of a deal for me to have biological children. So that is something for you to decide as a person, and you need to think of that. So think long and hard before you get this procedure or before you get the complete SRS downstairs. Think about it. And the reason I've chosen to get an orchiectomy first instead of going complete whole hard, vagina is because money, first of all, because it's a really expensive procedure, and second of all, I want to ease into it to make sure that it's something that I want, and I just want to be very sure about things. So I want to get the orchiectomy first. I feel very confident about that, and then we're gonna, as time moves on, either I'm gonna continue pressing forward towards the vagina, or I will just say, I'm happy with an orchiectomy, and there we go. The benefits of having an orchiectomy is that you get to stop taking T blockers. And if you're already on hormones, you know that taking T blockers, that does run your risk of, liver disease, liver problems down the line. I think it does cancer, blood clotting, and a couple of other issues that you need to check up on before you get into all of that. Because I'm sure I'm leaving something out. And that's why I've chosen to get an orchiectomy, is to get off of T blockers as soon as possible, because I don't want to have any liver damage. So that's reason number 1. It's also because I don't want to have to constantly be taking a bunch of medication when, in the long haul, it's not necessary if I could just get an orchiectomy. So it'll make things a lot easier for me personally. Now let's get into the other 2 procedures. We're going to talk about breast implants. That's kind of self-explanatory. It's to give people who don't have titties. And my titties are pretty little. You can't see them today, but you can see them in other videos. And I discussed to him what type of implants and the type of incision that I would like to have. There are 3 different types of incisions, where you can enter through the armpit, right around this area. You cannot tell in this shirt, but it's on the side of your titty, underneath your armpit, going through the nipple, or you can go in underneath where the titty would be folding, to, God, I wish I had some titties to show you. Anyway, it's going to be on the, the under tit. Yeah, the under tit. And so that's what I've opted for, because when you go underneath the titty, you're not going through any breast tissue, and you can slip it right underneath the muscle with ease, and it lowers your risks of complications further down the line. The type of size that we discussed would be 500 cc's for the implant. I could have gone bigger had I wanted to, but I don't. I really just want like some C's, and the option that he recommended for me would be the modest profile. You know, it'd be about right here. Yeah, about right there for me, like where the hump of it is, the bigger, like that. You get it. And now we can move past that and get into the whole liposuction and fat grafting. So as you can see in my previous hormone update videos, which I will have linked below, watch them if you haven't, I include body shots, and you can see where on my side, right after, you know, where my muffin top area would be, the love handles, that's the waist. Where the waist is, I kind of have like a little bit of shape starting to form, but then when you keep going further down to my hips and my leg area, it's very straight down. Like what little bit of shape that I do have, it just goes straight down to nothing. So and y'all have seen I got a little bit of a belly. It ain't no joke, ain't nobody hiding that. I got a little gut. So what I was thinking about doing is taking out some of the fat from my stomach and the sides and the side, you know, belly area, the abdomen, and adding that to my hips and a little bit of my butt, because as y'all have seen, I got white people syndrome and I have no ass. So I want to get one. I want to have an ass, a booty. So yeah. And those are that's pretty much all that I talked about with the doctor. But let me tell you about what happened prior to that. Like when I got there, start to finish, what happened. Now we're out of the technicalities. So when I got there, I had all the paperwork and all of that filled out. I walk into the back room where the nurse like escorts you down the hallway and all of that. And we get into the room and she's got a white robe hanging up on the door, and she said, listen, I'm going to need you to strip down. Just take it all off. And I was like, even my undergarments? Ma'am, I am a lady and we don't do that. We don't do that. And she was like, honey, we become best friends here real fast and you got to take all that off. So I take off all of my clothes when she leaves. And I fold them up nicely because I don't need nobody looking at my underwear that is not cute, not attractive. I don't even want to look at them half the time, so other people don't want to look at it. So I fold all that up, put on the white robe, and I'm sitting there like, damn, there's a breeze in this room and I can feel it. I feel very uncomfortable, and I probably should have shaved had I known. This is a little embarrassing. So the doctor comes in there and he does a full body examination. What he's going to do is, if you go in for these surgeries, this is what mine did, is he measured my titties. You know, he measured from like right there, here to here, here to here, here to here, and then across the titty area. I don't know why he took those measurements, but he did. We also looked at, you know, the areas that I wanted to get lipoed and the fat redistributed. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I mean. And he also examined my cooch. My coochie. This man that I have just met, haven't even spoken to him for more than 5 minutes at that point, was touching on my cooch. Oh, that was a lot to take in. Thank God he was a good looking doctor. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. But we're not going to talk about all of that, because that's for another video. And then after all of that, another nurse comes in. We get to size up with the implants, and then I get to put on all my clothes back on after I ask them the questions about complications and stuff. Let me get into that really fast. There are 3 main complications that come with all of these surgeries, which is infection, serotonia, and hematoma. Hematoma is a blood clot. Serotonia, I think that's how you say it, as that was described to me, is like you know, leakage of body fluids and things of that nature, you know, just stuff that's got to come out, and, you know, generic infections that can happen. Breast implants have a really, you know, a really special type of complication that can happen. It can also occur with something like a pacemaker, which is when you insert any type of implant or, you know, foreign item into the body, what your body is going to do is it's going to make a capsule of skin around it, or meat or muscle, whatever, kind of like scar tissue, and it's going to encapsulate it. What could happen is that buildup of tissue that's wrapped around it, it can get thicker. It can get thicker and thicker, and it can start to contract, and that's a problem, because what that'll do is it'll start to move and shift everything around. In the case of breast implants, that's when you have that hardening effect. And then the titties will start being pushed up, and they'll bunch up underneath you. And the way that you can fix that, if you don't catch it in time, they're gonna have to scrape out the sac, take out the implant, put a new one in, and hope for the best for the next time. Or if you're able to catch it early enough, they say there's some antibiotics and a couple of medications you can take that'll calm all of that down. So pay attention to your titties and take care of them when you get them. For the orchiectomy, one of the complications, besides the 3 bases that I just told you, was bleeding. Bleeding could occur afterwards. I will be vlogging my whole experience with an orchiectomy and letting you guys know about the recovery, the time frame, and all of that when we get to that. And for the lipo, it was just the 3 bases. Oh, and there will be bruising with the lipo. If you've seen any other like surgery recovery videos or whatever, there's massive bruising from all of that, so that can occur as well. And I think that's about it. If you made it this far, that's wonderful. And I really hope that you like my video. I really hope that you subscribe to my video. And please hit that bell notification, because God only knows when I'm going to post. Especially because here lately, I've been having such an issue trying to export videos onto my computer. It is not funny. And it's getting very frustrating for me. I literally have another makeup related video filmed that I can't even edit or do anything to. It's literally like 30 minutes worth of footage that I cannot even attempt to do anything with. So I'm still trying to work that out. So yeah. Oh, and another thing. If you guys would be ever so kind and so helpful, please let me know what type of videos y'all would like to see from me. If y'all have any questions or anything that y'all would like for me to answer, or topics for me to talk about, please let me know, just to keep things flowing, things going, because sometimes I run out of ideas, but I really enjoy doing this. So let's collab, let's work together. Help me to help you. I think that's about it. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to have a couple of videos linked down below. I will be having my 7-month update video will be down there. And I'll also include my 2-month hormone update video if you have not seen that. I also have my Instagram linked down below. Language. So if you guys would like to keep up with me, I post a whole lot more on my Instagram. So if y'all would like to, y'all should definitely follow me on Instagram. So thank you guys for watching. Bye. Bitch.